Woo! Winning Wednesday. Did somebody say winning? We say one. Winning one, winning, win one, win. Just all of them. WWW. It's Wednesday.
www.wewinningoverhere.com. Winningoverhere.com.
Yes.
Oh, we're halfway through the week. When I tell y'all that it is so amazing to me how fast time is moving. Like,
girl,
being little girls, when you get out of school and we had summertime, and summertime was so long and
so long,
and we did so much because we couldn't wait to get back to school. Girl, these children get out of school one day and baby, they blink 2 times and they is back in school the next day.
Then they on fall break. Then they on teachers PTO day. Then they on
teachers administrative day, baby. Look, you don't feel involved with the children today,
these
baby.
These kids go to stay at home more than they go to school. It seems like I saw the kids out in the neighborhood yesterday. I was like, kids aren't in school. She said, "Girl, these kids
Where y'all at? What y'all doing? What you doing? Why you doing?"
Nay, y'all, you talking about seeing kids in the neighborhood. I had both boys here sick, both grandbabies sick here Monday and Tuesday. And they're out on Friday. I'm like, when did we start getting off on Halloween? Just administration day. No. I think those are just go and call it what it is. It's self-care day because y'all.
Yes, I need a break.
We don't want to be bothered with the children day.
And I ain't even gonna lie. If I was in education, I was like, I need a day. I need a day. I need a day. I need a day.
3 days a week. 3 days a week. Y'all come Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and we're off Monday and Friday.
Look, I'll give you a assignment to carry you on for.
I worked in the school district, so I already know. I had a little boy that thought he was a cat, and nobody else wanted to go in the room when the teacher wasn't there because he would crawl on the floor and just rub up against the other kids like a cat would, and hiss and do this claw at the teachers. And I'm terrified of cats, right? So I don't care if you're a human cat, I don't care if you're a stuffed animal cat, I don't care if you're a cat on the commercial. I don't do cats. So they sent me in there, and the little boy started crawling around on the floor, and I'm looking at him, and the other little kids are like looking at him. And I said, "You're gonna get up off the floor. You're a little boy, you're not a cat." And he went to, I said, "If you claw at me, you right back. Do you understand me? Are we clear?" And he looked at me like, and I gave him that black mama look like, yeah, come on.
Right. Oh,
come on, you want to.
I ain't doing
it. You're not going to be a cat today. Not in my classroom. You could be a
cat.
Me.
He sat his little self in that chair all day. So they were like, "Can you get Miss Pat to come in?" No, we're not dealing with him. One day was enough. So yeah, these are self-care days. That's what they're doing. But
Hey, Patricia.
These
Hey,
children
Tina.
are different from how they used to be, baby. These children are not the same. I shout out to all of the teachers in the world because y'all do
Yes.
an amazing job. Because these children, the mouths on these kids are different from how the
They
mouth
so
was back
different.
in the day. The village is different because the kids knew you act a fool at school today, and your mom gonna know about by the time you get home.
You ain't even gonna make it home
Mm-mm.
before the teacher, because somebody in the school system know your grandmama, know your mama,
Baby, the law
somebody
the
knows
house told them you better
somebody,
come up
and
here
they
and get
gonna
her because
tell
she's
it.
showing out.
That's just
She's
like
doing
I'll
too much.
never remember. I wanted to be out with my little friends. I had my little Daisy Duke. So here come my auntie down the road. She said, "If you don't get your butt in this car right now,"
You
she
and Daisy
said,
better come on because the Duke's is about to have.
"Yes." She said, "I don't know who you think you are."
that's not my kid. No. So
I
this
said, "That's the style." And she said, "I don't care about a style, a trend. I don't care nothing about that. You get ready to go put some clothes on." Like, what happened to them? Them just ride up on you. Just ride up on you. Don't care who you with.
me,
Embarrass the fool out of you.
Don't
me,
care what they look like. Don't.
Mm-mm.
no, that's real school. That's real school mama right there. I've gone in the what is it? They used to have the little kids club, teen clubs where the kids could go to the teen dance. And
Uh-huh.
my daughters told me they were going somewhere. I don't know where they said they were going, but I gave them permission to go. Well, they ended up at the teen club. I don't know. I think the other mama didn't call, and well, me and my boyfriend, I said, hey, you need to take me up. They're at the teen club. I know where they are. And I went in the DJ booth and called their names.
Not the DJ booth.
Baby, it was different mamas back in the day, baby. They didn't play none of that.
Sparkle,
None of
I
that.
sure did. I said, Soroya and Samantha, this is your mother. And I know you're in here. Meet me at the door now.
Meet me at the door.
I bet the collective. Ooh.
Oh yeah, all of them came
It
out
was
at the
like the
same
it was
time.
like the Red Sea. It's like,
Get up out of here before she call our mama. Go on.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes, Angela, get on out of here before
Uh,
they call
they
mama.
right here. They right here, Miss Pat. Go on, y'all, because I don't need nobody calling my mama and her coming up here talking crazy and
no.
looking for me.
So okay, so today we're talking about responsibility. Are you really, when it comes down to being responsible for what you say you want and what you don't want, right? Like what we talked about
Yeah.
before.
Mm-hmm.
And responsibility goes across the board. I have a responsibility. I had a responsibility to keep my girls safe.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else was going to do that. That was going to be me because I was the single mom. So if anything was going to go down, think about that. It's just by nature. If something happens with a kid, they automatically say, "Where was their mama?" Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
where
all
was
the
their mama? They don't ever say, "Well, let's call your dad." No, where's their mama? Because innately we feel like the women are the nurturers, the women take care of the kids, the house, whatever. And so there are boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about Wisdom Wednesday. Be wise in what you choose to
this
do.
on Wednesday.
Come on.
So that's across the board,
Mm-hmm.
right? If I come to you and I say, this is what I want and this is what I don't want, I'm giving you an opportunity to make the wise choice, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's with our kids, that's with our relationships, that's across the board. I can tell you 2 or 3 things as an adult child, because we know adult kids don't ever get adult. They always call him mom.
Hours.
If you call me, you ask me for my advice. Now it's up to you to use the wisdom to make the choice that's the best choice. If it doesn't work out, then that's your choice. So I was thinking about that because of the little video I told you all in the back that I saw, the man with the seven different kids. And he started out by saying one of the baby mamas was trying to find him. And I can't remember what he called these women. He referred them as like a throwaway woman. You know, these not women I would be serious with. But he said, I tell each and every woman that I meet, I don't want children.
Oh, he's telling the women.
I don't want children.
Yes, that's what we were saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I missed that part.
No. He said he's very upfront.
So he upfront.
He's very upfront about the fact that he does not want children. And look, this is what he said. He has been in situations where the women have gotten pregnant because he's not using any protection. He hasn't had a vasectomy or anything. And his immediate response is the day after pill or I'll pay for the abortion. I don't want kids.
Oh,
wow.
So his whole video was about people coming down on him because he has 7 children. But for him, he says, I gave them a choice. They knew up front, this is what I'm not going to do. If it happens, you have 2 choices. You can either take the day after pill or I will pay for an abortion. I don't have a problem with that.
Or you're going to be stuck with them yourself. You're going to raise them yourself.
Raise your kids yourself.
So, what's behind door number 1? Door number 2, door number
3.
I wish I would have ever opened my legs to him. Like that.
Girl, please. Clink, clink. That's
blood.
Boom.
You know what? The reality of life, though, is I would rather somebody tell me up front about anything. Let me have a choice in how I move forward.
Yes.
But the reality is, for a lot of women, it's like, you hear that, but for whatever reason, we just think that what we got is so good that they just gonna change their mind, baby. It's gonna be the best thing they ever had, and they just gonna be like, I dream of Genie, blink, and baby, we got a white fence, we got a 2-car garage.
He's the best dad ever. Like
we is vacationing on the islands, and the children are growing up to be doctors and lawyers, and we just have a whole fantasy island built.
And okay, so that was his point. His point was the 7 kids he has. Those women, their reasoning was they thought that they were going to make it. They thought that they were going to make it in a relationship.
They do.
Most
they
people
thought.
do.
So his whole entire premise was, you can talk about me if you want to. You can call me a dog. You can call me a deadbeat dad. You can call me whatever you want to call me. Every single woman that I meet knows up front what the choice will be if they date me. Period. And so I'm looking at
that's heavy because
that's so heavy.
I'm looking at the chat, and let me tell you, the chat was oh, you just using that as an excuse. And then even some women,
honest about what he really like.
Some women took his side and said, if he was honest, then why take that chance? If he was honest up front. That's where wisdom steps in. You can't never be that lonely, because if you that lonely and you gonna jump into that situation, like he said,
you gotta take the consequences. Life is about
you.
Look, he said this. He said, for me, I feel like you're the one that's going to have to carry the baby for 9 months. So if you're willing to do that and know that I'm not going to be there, that's on you.
You know what? The very first thing I would say about that is, if you know that you don't want to have any children, the option would be to have a vasectomy. That way you can guarantee that. Anything beyond that is no guarantee, because when you enter into something, although you tell somebody up front, the party that you are giving this instruction to they also need to be on the same page, because it's not a guarantee that they are going to go along with what you say. Because again, human nature is, especially for a lot of women, I think I can change it. He gets with me, I'm different from everybody else. It's something about me that he's
He
gonna
ain't
want
never been with one like me.
He ain't never had it like this. And because we tend to believe that, we put ourselves in situations that when the rubber hits the road, it's not what you want. But this man has said, I don't want kids. And then went on to say that, and if whatever happens, it slips up and it does happen, then you
I'm
need
out.
to be taking this
Yeah, he the whole shabam. This he doesn't. He said he doesn't. He lays out the whole thing. I'm not gonna be in your life. I'm not gonna be in the child's life. None of that. I'm not.
And it's so unfortunate that people get caught up like that because the man has told you up front everything. And yes, people can bash and all that stuff because you do think that, well, you know what, if you didn't expect to do that, then you shouldn't have done it. But at the same time, it's just hard to put that on that person when this
It
person has
is.
been upfront. This is like somebody says, okay, well, I'm married. I'm probably going to never leave my wife. And you say, okay, well, I don't mind that. I'll be the side chick. I'm good with that. Then you can't be mad if he doesn't come over
And
there for holidays. You can't be mad
you can't.
if he's over here and says, me and my wife are doing this. You can't be mad about that. You will be, you may have feelings. I'm not saying you're not right and you're wrong in your feelings because you got it caught up. But when somebody gives you something up front,
You gotta
you
take
want
it.
to take it for face value. You can't go in thinking that, I'm Supergirl. I'm gonna change that. You can't go in with that kind of thought process. You can't.
Well,
Not wise and not looking out for you. If you are your main priority, then you need to understand if this light is red, and I say, oh well, shoot, I'm just gonna run through it because my car, baby, I need to go on because I gotta get where I gotta go. So I don't care about the light being red. I'm just gonna run on through it. And you get in an accident and hurt yourself, the rule was in place that when the light says red, you're supposed to stop. That's wisdom. Does
Yep.
everybody do that? No. Some people just
no.
run the red light. And that's why they have fatalities. They have people who are in situations right now
Yep.
because somebody failed to follow the rule and stop. Somebody didn't use good judgment to stop. They felt like, oh, I can get through there. Let me punch it so I can get through there because I got somewhere to go. And now
Yep.
either over in the grave or you laid up, jacked up because you did not adhere to the law of the land and wisdom.
You didn't hear what the person said.
Yep.
And that's one thing when you're talking about relationships, any relationship,
Any.
we cannot hear what we want to hear.
Yeah.
You have to hear what that
What?
person is saying, not what you want to hear.
Right.
And you can't
And
call
if you don't
Susie and
get it,
say,
Reverend Pat, then you need to ask them to clarify. You
clarify
need
it. If you don't
it,
understand
like
it.
I'm a little confused. Can you clarify this part for me? It's nothing wrong with getting a clarification so that you have the right understanding, so that you can make the right decision for who? You.
You. When I was dating, when I was single, before I was healed, this was pre-healed Pat. This was Trish. This wasn't Pat.
Oh,
This
Trish was something
that
else, baby.
Trish wasn't saved. Trish wasn't even going down that path. This was before I healed. I had, you can think you're doing the right thing the wrong way. I was doing the right thing the wrong way. I was calling myself being very protective of me because of what I'd seen in my life, cheating and stuff like that from the men in our family. So I determined that is not going to happen to me, period. So any relationship, anytime someone approached me today, guess what the number one rule was? Don't fall in love with me because I don't want it, period. Point blank. We do that. Would you do that? I'm out. I'm telling you, because that's not what I'm looking for. Now that sounds harsh,
But that's the truth.
but that was what I meant at that time.
At that
Period.
time.
So when you get too close, when you start talking all this, baby, baby, honey, honey, my number changed. My phone number changed quickly. We're not gonna have any more communication because I already told you that's not what I'm looking for. Period. Period. So my brain was saying, you get them before they get you. Now I probably really, really, really in my brokenness, hurt people because that was my attitude. But that was how hard my heart was. Seriously. People be afraid to ask questions, afraid of being uncomfortable when they're already uncomfortable because they don't know. So they don't, because they don't know. So now they're just sitting, not knowing, and uncomfortable. No, we're not going to be uncomfortable in a relationship. Bottom line, if I'm in a relationship with you, my second rule, if you ever go out there and find somebody better than me, tell me, and you
tell me what is wrong with that. Just tell me.
Point blank. We don't need to fight. We don't need to argue.
We do not.
Because number one, I know who I am as a woman. I know I'm a good woman. So if you find somebody better than me, you supposed to get her.
Please, I applaud you both. Please go ahead and do what you do. But I'm gonna go back, Reverend Pat, to say this. A lot of us use I didn't know. I wasn't aware. We use that as an excuse. But I'm gonna say it to you like this. Georgia Power says whether you get a bill or not, if you know you get electricity, then you know you need to pay. So we gotta stop using.
That was a good one, Angela.
Oh, girl, I didn't even know they didn't cut my. Why they cut it off? No, I didn't get a bill. You didn't have to get a bill because you knew that you were getting electricity. So
that is so true.
You're going to have to pay up at some point in time. And if you don't, these are the repercussions. So in life, in all honesty, whether we hate what happens, whether we don't want to be a single mom, whether whatever it is, when you play with fire, you will get burned.
You're going to get what you get. You're not going to.
Shadrach and Abednego was in the fire with Jesus. But for us, if you put your hand in that fire, you're behind.
You're gonna get
burned.
You're gonna get burned.
But that requires you knowing who you are. Yes. And you knowing your boundaries.
That part right there. I think
I'm just gonna go on and be transparent, just tell all my business. Anyway, with my first daughter, I did not want to be married at all. I don't mean not now. I mean at all. Again, everything is rooted in something. So this was a thought that came that was rooted and grounded in what I saw growing up. But at 20, I had made a decision. By 25, I wanted to have a child. Shoot me, Christians. Yes, I did, but I was not saved, so whatever. Anyway, so I literally got pregnant. My mother was furious. My bottom line was, I don't want to be married. I just want a child. Period. I don't want a man in my house. I don't want none of that. I just want a child. My mother started going on and on. You need to be married. No, I don't. No. So when I became pregnant, I had two rules. As long as I'm carrying your child, don't ever let me see you with another woman. Don't disrespect me. If I need something, I expect you to show up. That's it. You don't have to do nothing else. Don't come to the hospital. Don't do any of that. Just don't disrespect me while I'm carrying your child. Now, my mother thought I was crazy. My mother stopped speaking to me for about 3 months. She thought I was crazy. But never once did I ever regret having my child. Never once did I ever complain about being a single mother. Never once did I make it his responsibility to do anything. Now, did he? Yes. Whatever you're going to do, you do. But the one thing you won't do is be in my daughter's life and have her sitting on the porch waiting for somebody that ain't going to show up. So we're not going to even start that. You got a life. I got a life. You want to be in her life, you be in her life. You don't want to be in her life, you don't have to be. So whether we like that scenario or not, for me, that is what I wanted. Period. I didn't blame anybody. I didn't go running and crying and banging on his door. You know, I had this baby and I need some diapers. No. One phone call. Can you drop some diapers and some infant meal by? That's all I need. Period. I worked. I had an apartment. We sometimes make decisions. Now, that was a decision that I made. I knew what I wanted and what I did not want. Now, that's different from somebody telling me that they went into the relationship didn't want all of this stuff, but then they got hooked up, all up in their feelings, and then stuff changed. Well, the rules don't change, babe. What you start, you got to finish. It's the same thing with wanting to be married. When you first get married, don't do nothing you're not going to keep doing for the next 20, 30 years. Don't do it. If you don't want to do this, if you don't want to cook, tell them up front. I don't cook. We might be eating a whole lot of tuna fish sandwiches. If you don't want to do this or don't want to do that, don't do it. There are boundaries. Why? Because once we give people an expectation of
We
what we're going
expect it.
to do, they're
We
going to
expect
expect
it.
it.
But Reverend Pat, my problem is that irritates me is the woman been giving you tuna fish sandwiches. Just because now y'all married, now you want to know why she not cooking 3-course meals. Well, she was giving you tuna fish sandwiches from the very beginning.
But
So
it's the same thing. It's the same thing you think, because we always tend to think that it's going to change.
it's gonna
They're not,
change.
they're going to change. I mean, she went over here and she cooked up some over there. So shoot, I know she finna start cooking over here. Or he was like, he loved my little nephew. They play good all the time. So he really like kids, girl. He just be saying stuff, girl. He want my child. He want a baby. He want a baby by me.
No,
No. We take little bitty things and we run with them, and
Yes.
we not just jogging, we running hard,
we
full
chasing.
and sweating, baby. We is out here like they done stole something from us trying to get it. That is
They didn't steal it.
It
You
is
gave it.
so true.
that is how hard we run behind something, because we feel like, oh, I know. I
Yes,
know.
that was
It's not
just like
it's
I
different for me.
remember as clear as day. My ex-husband and I was in counseling and they brought up kids. And I said, I do not want any more kids. I'm not having no more kids. I had one, thank God she made it. I don't want any more kids. And the counselor turned around to him and he said, She I mean, time will tell everything. And I said, I'm telling you, I don't want any more kids. And he was like, oh, she's just doing that because she had a bad experience, the trauma and da da da. She will get healed from it. Well, one of our arguments when we got married is I didn't want to have kids. I didn't want to have any more kids. And I kept on saying, but I told you I
I
did
don't
not
want
want
kids.
any more kids.
Look, so I'm going to be like Angela. I had to, don't want no more. Doctor, when you pull that one out, nip, cut, tie,
Baby,
Well,
twist.
the only reason why I couldn't,
my
because when
mama told me, baby, let that be it.
her
We not
mama was like,
not
Angela mama told her,
2 years old. My mama said, let that be it. And I was like, sir, this it.
this is
My
it.
mama said, and we're done.
Look,
but,
and the
but
doctor
see,
said,
when I
well,
had
you
my
know that
daughter,
there's
I
a
asked for my
possibility.
tubes to be tied, and
Yeah,
my doctor told me
they,
I was too young to
yeah,
get
they won't do it. They
that he
won't do
wouldn't
it.
do it. So I went and got Morenas, I went and did what the net you won't do it. So let me go get some inserted, go get some implanted, something.
No, this was the doctor. The doctor back in the day was like, well, uh, we're going to have to get your husband's permission before we can tie your tubes.
Yes.
And I'm like, unless that man can wake up and have a baby come out of his behind, I don't need anybody's permission. No,
Oh,
he tying me. I'm taking the paper. He's gonna sign it. You gonna tie him. And if anything happens, because he was like, well, they can become undone. No, no, no. I told you, clip, tie, burn. If any baby comes after you get through with this surgery, you will be adopting a little black baby. Because I'm not raising 3. I'm raising 2. This was Trish. Trish was ignorant.
and we
But
said, and
Trish
I
knew
meant
what she
that.
wanted.
But
I meant it.
people tend to overlook people who know what they want, and you think because you're not strong enough to stick with what you say, you think everybody else is wishy-washy too. There are some
Yes.
people out here who say what they say, mean what they mean, and it's not oh, I thought you was just kidding. Oh, girl, you'll change your mind later. No, and let me read this with Tina.
Yeah.
People make boundaries and expect everyone to uphold them, forgetting that a boundary is in place for you to uphold and others to respect,
Yes.
not the other way around. You got to respect you first for others to follow. Stop disrespecting you, then wanting top-notch
Not
respect
respect
from
from
others. You
Others.
better, girl, drop that
Exactly.
mic.
You better
You.
go
Bye,
from
y'all.
that.
Bye. That was the whole
She
message.
said a whole.
Marinate on that one.
Yes,
Marinate. Bye. We
that
go.
is
I love
so
God. Do you
true.
love God? We out. That was
Yes.
good right there.
Tina broke it all the way down. Look, maybe that's why you was you didn't wait to read it until we was already out of time, because
Yeah.
Tina cleared up the
We out.
whole.
Bye. I love God. Do you love God? Who love God? Look, read that and let it marinate in your spirit.
What do you
Yes.
say?
Understand what a boundary is and whose responsibility a boundary is for.
We need to talk about that tomorrow. Who respects the boundary? Whose
Who
responsibility?
respects the boundary?
Who responsibility is boundaries, and
Because
she broke
bottom
it down
line,
like you don't even gotta go back and teach that. She broke that all the way
baby,
down.
you gotta respect you first. Come on, Mr. Patricia, and drop that. Go on, give us the benediction, baby, because we is out. Look,
We're out.
Yeah.
Miss
We'll
Phyllis
see you
Jones,
tomorrow.
we are out. Before we get out of here, let me say today, y'all know when we started the Empowered Morning Show, Terry White Hicks was one of our hosts. And today is her birthday. So I just want to give a shout
Oh, happy birthday!
out to
Just
you.
in case you're watching, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes.
Happy birthday. Happy. Like, I hope she celebrates. I love
I know.
birthdays.
I know. I
I
know
do
you do.
too.
I know you
I
do.
do too.
Yes. So hopefully she has an amazing day today. Happy birthday to you, Terry. We love and appreciate you. But again, go back to that comment from Tina. We're not even letting all the Reverend Past folks that come on and watch her. Thank you, Miss Phyllis. We was waiting
She
for you
finally
to
came through.
Miss, y'all can get Reverend Claire on time today, just about. Because Tina didn't shut it on down and we
Tina,
done.
shut it down. Tina, will you make a post? Will you, so that if they say that they forgot it, that when every time they see your timeline, they see people make boundaries. Like, she started it out with the word
People
people
Just in case
make
you
make
didn't get it.
boundaries.
and expect everyone to uphold them, forgetting that a boundary is in place for you to uphold
You.
and others
You.
to respect, not the other way around. You gotta respect you first for others to follow. Stop disrespecting you, then wanting top-notch respect from others. That's all.
Woo! Have a
Obama
blessed
out.
day. We love
Look,
you.
yeah. You better get that. And if you don't get it, you need to teach that to your children. You need to go ahead and have a class with the family. Y'all have a family reunion and then make sure this is what everybody. Look, this is the
That's
family mantra from here on out.
marinate on that. Marinate on
Marinate on
it.
that. While you sitting at the stop sign or at the stoplight, when you know you ain't supposed to go, when you're supposed to wait, think about that. Let that be marinating in your spirit that you know what? People boundaries for a reason. Let me respect the boundary.
Let me. She is a hero. You are right. Yes,
Hey,
exactly.
Cheryl,
Exactly.
that is,
Exactly. It's nothing else to be said.
Boundaries.
That's it. That's all.
that's it. That's all. Let's get
Have a
ready to go.
blessed one.
Have a blessed one. See y'all in a few.